It's going to be a good year. First sunrise of 2026. At least on my side of the world. I inherited 2 dogs. They're still scared this morning. People are still setting off fireworks. The sun's up. They had to stay in here because they was terrified last night. I think all the dogs in the Philippines was terrified. One of my neighbors got stuck in Dumaguete. April was right. He said that, man, it looked like a war zone out there. He was like, people were shooting the fireworks at the motorbikes when they drove by. He was like, I ended up getting a hotel and not coming home. I don't blame him. Happy New Year from the Philippines.
Happy New Year to everyone.
First breakfast of the year.
Very good breakfast.
Yeah. Get this nasty bike clean. In the middle of the heat of the day, I was just chat GPTing about how to get like whenever I took the ADV stickers off, well, one of them peeled up and I just took them all off. I didn't never like them anyway. The gold stickers. The only thing they matched was the canisters on the back of the shocks. The other Honda sticker is silver, so I don't really know why they put that on there in gold. But anyway, I don't know if this will show up on camera, but you can see the dirt and you still see a little bit of the ADV, and it's dirty. So it's the first day of 2026, and I didn't clean it whenever I came back like I intended to because I was waiting for the sunshine. It started raining, but anyway. And I know I'm wearing the same shirt from yesterday. I ain't had a shower all year. Not yet anyway. It's still early. The day is young. There we go. Boom. She's pretty though. Gotta wet this joker down. Gotta stay active. Gotta stay active no matter what. And hopefully, according to ChatGPT, I can take some like regular polish, and put it on there and take a microfiber rag, which I have plenty of, and I'll be able to get that off of there. Somebody has suggested in the comments to use some of April's fingernail polish, but I don't want to. It's a matte white. I know it's got clear coat on it, but I'm not sure what that would do to the clear coat, so I don't want to mess with it. I'm going to try to do it old-fashioned way, elbow grease. According to this is car wash and wax shampoo, but it didn't do the trick last time, so I'm going to try some stronger wax. The problem with washing something in the Philippines, it is so hot, the soap and the water will dry so fast. Dang, I forgot my rags. It'll dry so fast you can't keep up. This little thing right here is pretty cool for the wheels. While I'm here, I might as well get these helmets cleaned as well. You catch a lot of bugs to the face in the Philippines. I knew something was missing up there. That's my shopping bag. There we go. Now it looks a little more like it was. I need to tighten that thing up too while I got it. This little toolkit that I got, it's everything you need, man. Even for like a Phillips and flathead screwdriver. Well, I say that and then it don't fit, duh. Gotta put this in there first. That's better. That's all you need. a couple small sockets, the typical fittings, and a set of Allen wrenches, you're good to go. And it helps to have this, I got a multi-tool right here. It's like these 3 sockets, I think it's a 10 millimeter, 12 millimeter, 14 millimeter, I believe. That's everything you need on this bike pretty much. And spark plug changer, of course. And that's my whole toolkit besides my tire kit that I have in the back. And now that they've got these plugs, I bought the old school plugs to where you gotta ream the hole out, put the little rubber strip in there. Now that they've got those little Phillips head screws that have the rubber coating on them, man, those things are cool. I can get rid of that whole kit as long as I use those. I gotta rewash this. I just let the soap dry all over this thing. Getting sidetracked. ADD kicked in. I about forgot my pliers. Can't never have too many pliers. But this is the kit, like the regular tire kit that most people have. You don't even have to have this anymore. As long as you've got a Phillips head screwdriver and those little rubber plugs, you're good to go. But I bought that and I have it, so that's what I got for now. I'll still hang on to it. Eventually I'm gonna get me a vehicle. Thinking about getting a van. I wanted to get one of those Raptors, Ford Raptors. They're pretty prevalent over here. Plenty of parts if anything's needed. Plenty of accessories. But the more I think about it, now that I'm wanting to do the motocross stuff, and you know, I got big dreams, man. Everybody does, but I'm chasing mine, you know, and anybody can. Trust me, if I can do it, anybody can. But the point I'm trying to make is the stuff that I'm wanting to do with dirt bikes, I think I'd be better off having some kind of van. So that way, you know, if I want to go in a restaurant, I don't really think anybody would run off with them, but the dirt bikes the one that I want, I'm torn between Yamaha and Honda. I like the KTMs and stuff, and I know a lot of people like the KTMs, but the more I research, I really like the Honda CRF 250 RX and the Yamaha YZ FX. Those two are kind of is what I'm torn between. And I really do like the KTMs too, but I grew up riding, honestly, Honda, Suzuki, and my last bike was a Kawasaki. I had a KX 250F, and I loved that bike. That bike had a lot of power. Fun to ride. That was my first 4-stroke, actually. Well, not my first 4-stroke. My very first motorcycle was a 4-stroke. It was an XR80. I was a little bitty kid, but it was fun, man. A lot of fun. It got stolen. I was so sick, man. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think in the comments below between the Yamaha. I've looked at the 2-strokes. I do like that Yamaha YZ 250X. But I was looking at it, when you're dealing with the heat that's in the Philippines and ease of use, I know that there's probably a little more maintenance with the 4-stroke. And the replacements, well, actually there's more maintenance on the 2-stroke. And it's very cheap though. And as far as ease of use, that 4-stroke is probably the ticket. You know, I love tinkering. I love messing with motors and stuff like that, but I think I'm gonna go with the 4-stroke, mainly because I grew up on 2-stroke. I've always swore by them. But you know, I've had a lot of changes in my life for the better, and I'm willing to try anything at this point. And that KX I had was a 4-stroke, and it was a beast. I mean, you barely hit the throttle. That thing, it'll tote the mail for sure. Get this thing rinsed off a little bit. After these, I guess the past 2 years or whatever, I'm a firm believer, if you can dream it, you can do it. You gotta put forth the effort, of course. And if you're waiting for a handout, probably ain't gonna happen, but it makes me think about like what would make me happiest, you know, what would I like to do the most? Of course, you have to have money to do things. But what is it you want to do, you know? I think before you try to make the money, you got to figure out what you're making the money for. And in the West, before, I never had an opportunity to really to think about what I wanted to do. The only opportunity I had was think about what I had to pay. And that was about it. This thing's really cool for cleaning the wheels. I used I guess everybody used the back brake a whole lot more than the front brake. So that brake dust collects on these back wheels pretty good. And it's a lot wider, a lot more surface area to get dirty. And this thing works some magic. Whew. Baby's about clean. Once it gets dry, I'll supposedly, according to ChatGPT, the sun will expand the paint, and this should be easier to get out whenever the paint gets hot. That's why I put it out here in the sun. Well, as clean as I'm willing to get it for right now anyway. After it dries a little bit, I'm sure I'll find some spots that I did not get, like this license plate. I just remembered I didn't even touch it. But as far as like choosing a dirt bike and what vehicle to haul the dirt bikes with, because I don't know how well April will do on the dirt bike, but she's got a lot of confidence, and that's the first step. And my dream is to have her go along, enjoy herself more importantly than anything. So I'm not going to start her off on nothing too crazy. I'm thinking about if I went with, well, regardless of what I go with, I'm thinking about getting her either the TTR 125 or the Honda CRF 125F, which is like the 250F. It's totally trail, very soft, a lot of low end torque, not real fast, which, you know, should boost her confidence. And if it does, you know, over the years, you know, we can upgrade a little bit, get her up to a TTR 230 or something like that. I wish they still made those Honda CRF, I think it was a 230. Yeah, 230F. Those were good bikes, especially for girls. They were perfect size. Not too fast, but still fast, or still big enough to get over, you know, any kind of logs or anything like that, big rocks. But back to what I was saying about the truck, I really like those Ford Raptors, but at the same time, I'm thinking, you know, I would not be able to sleep if I had my brand new motorcycle in the back of a truck, no matter where I was at in the world. If I was in a hotel, or if I went into a restaurant and it was parked where I couldn't see it, even though I feel pretty comfortable in the Philippines, I wouldn't be comfortable walking away from it that way. If it was in a van, although someone could still steal it, I would just feel better about it. So that's what I've been looking at. That's what I'm torn between. You guys let me know in the comments below what you think I should do. And also another thing, this is kind of, I guess, this is kind of like a Q&A from me to you guys, where we were talking about traveling, you know, to other countries, like travel for a month, stay here for a month. During those off months, that's whenever I want to plan rides. Now that I got this platform, I think it would be pretty cool to get together a bunch of people to go ride together. You know, if I go to some of these people, like they own big tracts of land, and you know, maybe we can get a group together, take up donations and chip in and tell them, let us ride through just for this one day, and then plan it out. Like I can do all of the legwork, plan out the trip. That'd be really cool, man. Especially if we had, you know, the more people the merrier, honestly. It'd be cool to have about 20, 30 people, you know, riding on the trail together, and then, you know, have fun throughout the day, take a lot of video, come back and eat somewhere, or maybe throw a big shindig somewhere. That would be awesome. And these are my dreams for 2026. And I think they're doable. They're inexpensive. Once you have the toys is the most expensive part, but once you have those, you got something to play with. After that, you're gonna sink money into accessories, of course. I know I am. But for the most part, you're done. You buy gas, have fun. I'm gonna dry this thing off before these water spots set in, if they haven't already. Which I'm sure they have, a little bit. Slacking. The only part that really matters is this windshield. It's the only part anybody can see anyway. That's the good thing about a matte finish. It doesn't show spots as bad. Just the mirrors and the shiny windshield and the display right here. Man, I love this bike though. For a scooter, hard to beat. All right, it's dry. Dry enough anyway. I'm gonna try this. It's Pure Shine Ultimate Milk Wax. Fast application, high gloss, excellent protection. I don't know how well this will do. I'm gonna put some on the rag. See if it does anything at all. Oh yeah. It might just be the elbow grease, but either way, it's working. We'll see. That looks pretty good, except for this one spot right here. Yeah, I got most of it off. There's still one little spot, but I'll come back to that. Yeah, this side did better than the other side. I think there's more sun on this one. Looks pretty good. This stuff works. Pure Shine. Well, now I'm gonna see if I can get this last little spot here. Oh yeah. Yeah, second go at it, come right off. Boom. That'll work. That'll work. As good as I'm gonna get it. I'm happy. I think I got it all done. I got all of that sticker stuff off at least. Yeah, it all came off pretty good. I know one thing, it's hot as can be out here. April cleaned the helmets up while I was in there. I thought you was done, Steve. No, I'm just putting these back. April cleaned the helmets up for me. And I got all that stuff off. Looks good now. Well, better than it did. I think there's another sticker I'm missing right there. I didn't even know that one was up there till now. I got the rest of it too clean. Dang, she got them shoes clean too. Getting everything organized, man. First day of the year, starting it off right. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments below as far as like van or truck. Never mind, because I think I have to go with a van just for my own peace of mind. But what do you guys think between Honda and Yamaha? I've got it narrowed down, and I know that a lot of people are going to say get a KTM. And although I've never owned one, I'm really curious about that new RX and the new FX. Maybe a KTM down the road, I don't know. There's a bunch of them available in the Philippines, and I have done my research as far as like what is available and like for parts and things like that. Honda is the #1 brand and readily available for all the parts on the RX, or at least for the 25s. They got 26 out right now, but I think if I was going to get one, I'd probably get the 25 just so I have more of the parts available. Well, maybe not, depending on the pricing. If it's a whole lot cheaper, I probably would. But that Yamaha looks pretty smooth, man. You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. But for now, I'm out.